Good morning, everyone. Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins here. I want to do a real quick, if I can, tropical update for today. So bottom line is, today and tomorrow are the rainiest days for the Tampa area. Hurricane Center has raised chances for development up to 40%. They're kind of lingering more towards the southeast coast of the United States, out over the Atlantic for that development that you can see there. So up to 40%. All right. That would likely be Saturday into Sunday that this happens, late Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. Here is the European forecast model. You can see the rain moving in today for the Tampa area. This is tomorrow morning into the afternoon hours right there. This is Friday morning. This is 4th of July. This is important because we're going to have some rain in the morning, especially further south. The rain's moving further south. And then we get into the afternoon hours, and that's right around 6 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock. That's 9 o'clock fireworks time. So, yeah. We're having a chance for rain all in this area, okay? It's not as rainy as what it's going to be Wednesday and Thursday in the evening, but it is going to be a pretty good chance for some rain. Now, as we get into Saturday morning, watch what's happening east of Florida. You see this big, broad area of low pressure developing here, really? Nothing major, nothing organized that much, but trying to consolidate a broad area of low pressure. Then as we get into Sunday morning, here we are. Do we have a low sitting in here? Wind's doing something like that, maybe. And then we get into Sunday night, it's moving up into the Carolinas. Okay, so let me show you one more view of this so you can see it a little bit better. It's going to take it up. Watch this area east of Florida. Friday evening, there we go. Something trying to form out there. Very weak. Saturday morning. There you go. See that? Saturday afternoon, Sunday evening, Saturday evening. Sunday morning, look at that, moving into the Carolinas with some rain, especially North Carolina by Sunday afternoon. And that would mainly be all, maybe 20, 25 mile per hour winds, maybe 30, if that, but it's not showing a whole lot, okay? This is the GFS version of the model. Kind of the same thing, and this is the good news. Now we're finally see some agreement. See this? That's a low from the GFS model. This is timing-wise Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning sunrise. You see it's drifting into Myrtle Beach, Wilmington, and then continue and kind of bring in a broad, messy, low-pressure system into the area on Sunday into Monday. So let's talk winds, okay? This is the European forecast model. Everything's blowing offshore of the East Coast, blowing west-southwest winds for Tampa. It's not a lot, 10 to 20. A little bit of a breeze, chop out there on the bay, of course, but not terrible, okay? Nothing like that. Now, this is Friday morning. And you can see the European already has something trying to form out there. Very weak, very broad, but, you know, it's turning the winds around. So you see what's happening here. The winds are now blowing in this direction and this direction. This is Friday afternoon, okay? You can see you got your low sitting right in here. Now, this thing's just going to meander around, very weak, but as we get towards Saturday midday, look at the South Carolina coast, perhaps Georgia coast. That's 25 knots or so of wind, maybe a little bit more. Okay, so breezy right there along the coast. That's Saturday evening. Then notice it drifting to the north Sunday during the day into Sunday evening. All right, and then you see, yeah, a little bit of breeze for the Outer Banks. Okay, that's the European model. This is the GFS model for winds. Let's look at this. Let's go out Friday afternoon right here. It's got a low somewhere in there. Let's go into Saturday morning, Saturday midday. You can clearly see that low, right? You can clearly see this thing here kind of going like this. There's your wind. So that's up into Georgia and South Carolina. The yellow that you see there, which is not a lot of it, that's about 30 knots of wind. So you see a little bit of yellow in here. Okay, otherwise it's 25 knots or so. And then you see as we move into Sunday morning, it's right off of Savannah. And then it drifts to the north slowly Sunday afternoon into Monday morning. That's Monday morning sunrise right there. And then you see it moving up the coast. Okay, so most of the modeling right now is saying something kind of meandering in here, and actually it does more like this, kind of forms here. Let me show you. It forms real weak and broad here, kind of comes in here, and then does something like this. All right, something like that. And that's just what the models are saying right now. This is the ensemble runs of the model of the European. There's not going to be a low here and here and here and here. What this is multiple runs of the model kind of tweaked just a little bit and overlaid over top of each other, so you can see one model thinks it's here, one model thinks it's stronger in here, one model thinks it's even stronger in here, one model thinks it's weaker in here. Little something there. I'm not worried about that. when you look at this, what you need to take from this is that most of the European models think it's out here. Okay, this is the GFS version of that, kind of a similar setup. They just don't have much at all, but they do keep it over in this area here. All right, this is the Canadian for what that's worth, and you kind of get the same idea. See that? Just something somewhere out here off the southeast coast. This is what it looks like if you look at the members and the tracks. Okay, off the Carolina coast, South Carolina. This is the GFS version of that. It hugs the coast, so it doesn't get much stronger. So this is a Friday night, Saturday, Sunday question in here for the tropics. I don't think it's strong either way. The models are showing 25 to 30 mile per hour winds, maybe a little bit more, but that would be out over most of the Atlantic Ocean and the immediate coast, say Georgia, South Carolina, if that. This is the Tampa winds. I don't see anything. It is breezy, 10 to 20. We'll keep that through Thursday, a little less by Thursday afternoon. Friday looks good. Saturday, Sunday don't look terrible at all. This is the European development chance for a tropical depression, right? And look where it is. Again, mainly out here east of Florida. Okay, this is the chance for tropical storm development, right? Get the idea? It says maybe get a depression. Whatever we get will be weak. There's a much, much smaller chance that we get something that could give us tropical storm force winds. And this is the chance of a hurricane. That's great. That's what we want to see. Rainfall. So right now, rainfall is, according to the European, this is through Sunday, this is about 2 to 4. The Weather Service is going about 6 to 8 in this area right in here along the coast, I-75 and westward in the Tampa area, 6 to 8 inches between now and Sunday. Most of it today, tomorrow, a little bit, and on Friday. The weekend looks a little bit drier, but we'll have some afternoon showers and storms, okay? So I'd say a good 4 to 6 inches of rainfall, maybe even a little bit more than that between now and then. That is the reason why I kind of just squiggled these lines all over the place, but essentially the red that you see here, all of this red, that is heavy rain. That's lots of moisture in the atmosphere. And that is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. Okay, so the more chance you get for seeing a shower, the heavier that rain's going to be. By the time we get to Saturday and into Sunday, there's not as much moisture up above us to give us afternoon showers and storms or to give us heavy downpours. There's enough to give us afternoon showers and storms, but there's not enough to give us, well, there's less than what we're having Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, okay? And that's the reason why we have our weather impact alert. As a result, we do have a excessive rainfall. This is for today. That's a 2 out of a 5. This is for tomorrow, 2 out of a 5. Friday, it does get a little bit better. Saturday, a little bit better. Sunday, a little bit better as well. Okay, so that's it, guys. Do expect quite a few showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of days, especially as we get into the afternoon each day and early evening hours. And of course, you know, we'll be tracking it for you right here at 10 Tampa Bay.